Hello everyone, this is Helen H and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope everyone's doing well today. I thought I would just play in the big girl today. I have some chit chat to do and everything, and part of this New Year's resolution is to get some stuff done. I know we're all trying to do that, to get some of our journals finished. And you know, we make all these great journals and then half fill them and then leave them. So no more, right? We're going to start getting on with some of this stuff. I just have a whole bunch of stuff here on my desk that I had stuffed inside the big girl, and I pulled out, this is a calendar page from a calendar a girlfriend gave me, and I love this picture of this pine cone and like the icy branches here. So I think I want to use this and as a base layer for this. This map doesn't mean anything to me. It's North Dakota. If you live in North Dakota, it probably means something to you, but I just really had it there because it was a page of trash. Not North Dakota, just the map itself. I mean, I was just pulling pages out of, you know, things when I made this journal. So, I am going to just size this a little bit and cover up that map. You know, if it was somewhere like Virginia where the cabin was, that's something that meant something to me, I would not want to cover it up, but I'm going to. Okay, let me just cut a little bit off this side. I'm not going to try to be too precious because this is the big girl. This is the big trashy. But, you know, old calendars, and right now, you know, a lot of people probably have their 2023 calendars kicking around to use, right? Well, my girlfriend gave me a whole bunch. Some of these were actually 2021. So this is a very large space to use a glue stick, so I think I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to use Mod Podge instead. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Oh, I just realized that my other smaller scraper is in the kitchen in the dish drainer. All right, it's the trashy. I can do this, right? I'm just going to pour some out here. All right, let's see if we can't get this on this way. Just because it's such a big piece, right? Otherwise, the glue stick is perfectly fine. So anyway, this morning I had to go to the dentist. I had an appointment to get a crown worked on today. And I had been the last 2 weeks because I had a filling that in the side of a crown, or at the top of my tooth where there was already a crown. And somehow I got a cavity in there, which I didn't even know that was possible because I thought, you know, crowns went all the way up to your gum, but somehow, I don't even know, somehow I got a cavity. So my dentist was like, you know, he could try fill it, and, you know, so that I wouldn't have to get a new crown, because I already needed a crown on a different tooth. Where is my, this? Anyway, so 2 weeks ago I went and he filled it, that tooth with the crown in it. He filled the cavity, you know, drilled it out and everything, filled the cavity and everything. And then during the week, the following week, I'm eating my salad for lunch, and I'm like, what the heck is so crunchy in my salad? Because I don't usually put anything that terribly crunchy in my salad. Well, it was the filling. It had fallen out. It just so happened that I had an appointment with him already for the following week to start the crown, my crown, my other crown. And so I went and I said, well, I'm cutting this beautiful bluebird out. I thought I'd put him on this page. He's going to get a little bit covered up, but that's okay. I'm just going to rough cut him. I'm not going to be too precious with him. Anyway, so I went last week and I said, well, I'm supposed to have a crown worked on today, but the filling fell out of my other crown and I need that filled because I couldn't eat anything hot or cold or sweet. Oh my gosh, it sent me through the roof. And so they're like, oh, no problem, you know, he'll come take care of that. So, you know, he came in and I was like, you know, the filling you put in fell out. And he said, well, he could try something else. He had something else he could try. He said it's very hard to get a filling to stick where there's already a crown. But he had something else to try. So I'm like, okay. So he did that and he filled it with something else and a different procedure and whatever. And, you know, it felt really good. Well, I had my appointment this morning with him to start the other crown. And last night, or yesterday, I was talking to my husband. We had gone to see my parents to play cards, which we do every Sunday. And on the way home, I said, you know, oh, tomorrow, don't forget I have to go to Dr. Williamson's because I've got to get my work started on my crown. And he's like, okay, well, I'm eating an apple last night. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these words here that are down by his feet. I think they'll be covered up. I think it'll be fine. Anyway, so last night I'm eating an apple, and I'm like, what the heck is so crunchy in this apple? Because I didn't have any seeds in it or anything. I use one of those apple core things. You know those? I love that thing. Anyway, I think I'll do this like this. His tail's going to have to be cut a little bit. But I think we're just going to do this. This here is from a candy, you know, like a chocolate box. It had that brown paper on it, and I peeled some of it off like this. So I think I'm going to put my bluebird up here. Bluebird. It's a blue jay, Helen, not a bluebird. Anyway, and again, I'm going to use the Mod Podge on him because this surface is so bumpy. I don't think a glue stick would work real well with him. So the filling came off the crown again. So this morning, thankfully, because, you know, it's hot and cold and sweet, anything, you know, I couldn't eat anything yesterday evening because it had fallen out. But I was like, I told my husband, I said, well, at least I already had an appointment this morning with him to start the other crown, which meant it was a longer appointment, you know. So I went in today. And I said, the filling fell out again, the new one. And so he said, then, you know, he was going to have to recrown the tooth, which I knew. He had told me that if he couldn't fix it, it would have to be recrowned. Well, anyway, so long story short, or long story long, this morning I had to get my crown redone. Now, I've had several crowns, and I know I have another one in the future, the one we haven't gotten to yet. And if you've ever had a crown, you know it involves quite a lot of drilling and stuff before they actually can put the crown, you know, make the mold, because you get a temporary first. You get a temporary crown well, at least at my doctor. Some doctor's offices, I know they can make the crowns there, but mine, they cannot. They have to send away for the crown. So you get a temporary crown for a couple weeks while the other one's being made by somebody else. Anyway, I had that done this morning, but I was thinking in my mind, and I had asked the what are they called? The dental assistant, I guess. She's not a hygienist. She's the one that actually, you know, helps with the tools and takes the x-rays and stuff. I said, you know I'm going to have this recrowned. I was like, he's going to take the other crown off and, you know, do some drilling or not, because I already have a crown. You know, you figure they've already drilled the tooth down to put the original crown on. And she said, no, it won't be as bad as having a crown, you know, not so much drilling. Okay. Don't ever get in a situation where you need to have a crown removed and a new one put on. 2 hours later, I walked out of there. Now, let me tell you something. I love my dentist. He is so good. He is very, very good. Isn't that pretty? Look. With the pine and the blue jay here. Of course, we have all the blue jays now because it's cold. And they all come to get food to the feeder. But anyway, a girlfriend gave me this pocket. Well, she gave me a whole bunch of pockets, and I thought the color was good. And then I have this little thing here. This came off a candle. It's Keepers of Light. That's the name of the candle brand, I think. But on the back, it's got this cute little angel. Can you see it? It says, A Christmas Given, Psalm 103. And it's from Elmer, New Jersey, I guess. That's where it came from. But I thought I don't want to cover up that little angel, so I didn't want to just glue it down. And I cannot get this, I don't know how they've tied this on here. Without ripping the hole, I can't get that off. So I thought, well, I'll just make it a tag in a pocket. So I thought maybe I'd put it here. It's covering him up a little bit. Or maybe here. I'm going to put it here because then it covers those words. Remember I said I didn't know how to cover those words? Well, now I know. Anyway, so I had my crown. Okay, when they take a crown off, it's horrendous. It's absolutely horrendous because you know that thing is super glued into your mouth. The tools they use and stuff, the sounds it makes, like when you've got those, I mean, it was like a jackhammer in my mouth. My skull was vibrating. I mean, everything. I was grimacing. He's like, Helen, are you all right? And I'm like, I was like, yes. And he's like, it's the sound, isn't it? I'm like, yes, it is the sound. It was horrendous. But it didn't hurt. I mean, one time he did, when he was drilling, like doing a little extra drilling after he got the first crown off, I did kind of make a face and he gave me a little more. Of course, my whole face was numb by the time I walked out of there. He's not shy with using the Novocaine, which I'm thankful for because I hate pain in my mouth, right? So anyway, long story long. I got my crown redone. I've got a temporary in right now, so but at least I'm not worried about having that filling pop out again. You know, it's not a filling. This is actually now a crown. Of course, it's costing us more money, but not hideous. So I'd rather pay the money than live with pain, right? Okay, so we've got that in there. We've got the Blue Jay, and then we've got this pretty picture. I have this. This is, I mean, I kind of want it on this because this is kind of wintry here. This is the top of a box from a Aldi's Panettone. I love Panettone, and I have always loved it. My husband's not fond of, like, I'm not sure if I like that there, though. I don't know. Let me see what else I've got over in this little pile of stuff here. Now, I've got this cute bag, but I might stick it in this envelope. My friend just got back from a cruise, a Royal Viking cruise. She did it in December, right before Christmas. It was to the German Christmas markets. How fun is that, right? And she got this little bag. I don't know what, it's German. I don't know what the company was. And it says the right side, and it's got these lines here. But when you flip it over, it says the other right side. So you can write on it on either side of the bag. I don't know. Schreib's Auf. I wonder if this is from a pen store or something like that. I don't know, but I think it's really cute. And well, you know what? I could put it in with washi and make it a flip. But I don't know if I want to do it on this page because I really don't want to cover up this. I like that. But I just don't want that because, well, I mean, I guess I could have just that, right? Let me see what else I have. I was going to fold this maybe and put it in here in the pocket, but no, maybe I will make it a flip. Maybe I will do that. Let's do that. Let's make it a flip here. Now the question is, what kind of washi do I have here? Let me take a look here. I have some on my desk. Anyway, so, yeah, so I'm getting my mouth is starting to work again. I did already eat a salad to my lunch today. Because I asked the girl, how long do I have to wait before I could eat or drink anything? Because really, I just wanted to drink some coffee. And she said, drinking, you can drink right away. She said, eating, she said she wouldn't recommend until I could feel my mouth, which makes perfect sense because you know what happens if you can't feel your mouth, you start gnawing on your own cheek and whatever. All right, I'm gonna put this in here with this washi tape, and it's got some sparkle on it. Let me get my scissors here and just put it in like this. And then I'm gonna put it in again on this side. So anyway, so that was that. So now I'm working on finishing some journals. I've been very, very good about working on something every night, like working in one of my little journals every night. But guys, you know, honestly, this has, I don't know, well over 100 pages. This is going to take me forever. Even though I kind of am just saying I will put 5 or 6 things on a page and that's it. That one, I just really, it's January. I really hope to get that done this year, get that one done. Because the sad part is that one has a sister. I made another one. I made 2 at the same time, and this one probably has about the same number of pages. Look, why would you make a journal with that many pages in it, Helen? So this is probably going to also be a gator mouth when that gets finished. I haven't really even started that one because I'm trying to finish up the other one. Oops, what happened that that's so tight? There we go. Okay, so that's good. So I've got that on like that. Okay, I like that. Where am I time-wise? Ooh, I just unplugged my camera. I hope it has enough charge in it. Oh, I've got plenty of time. Okay, so now we've got that. Let's see what else we have. Okay, I've got her. Now, I had made this little paper doll some time ago, and she's going to have to live in this bag, and I'll tell you why. She was just thrown in here, and she kept getting moved around, and then last night I realized I really folded her face in 2, and because she got just jammed in here, so she needs to live in here where she can be safe. She's going to be in there. Okay, so we need some more decoration. Now, I could write on here or something, and I definitely need something here because look, that's just screaming for something to be put on there. This goes in there. That will live in there. But, you know, as always, I can go back and add stuff later. This is blue and white. This is cute. This is from Lint, Little Lambs. This was from last Easter, actually. And it had lambs, little chocolate covered lambs on it. I mean, I know they're not Christmassy, but the colors are nice. Let's use that. Use that there. Yeah. Okay, so I'm cleaning the craft room besides finishing up, you know, working on journals this year to try to get some finished up. Now, that doesn't mean I won't make more, but it just means that I'm going to make a concerted attempt to finish some. And I know a lot of us are doing that. A lot of us are going to be doing that. And it's kind of fun, you know. I really just tell myself, okay, you're going to sit down for 15 minutes and work on a journal. Well, it's never 15 minutes, right? It's getting started is the hard part. Like once I sit at my desk and start gluing and stuff, then it's kind of hard to get me away from it. It's like, okay, Helen, you've been here for a couple hours, because I won't just work on one journal. I'll then always end up with this one, because this is where all the little scraps go. So if I'm cutting stuff down, like this paper that I cut from the side of that pine cone page, some of that will go in that one, right, in my small one. But I like this. It says Little Lamb right there. I like that. Oops, up. Let that dry. Okay. And of course, you know, eventually when this one gets done, we'll do a big flip through, because there are some pages in here that I haven't done on camera. Okay, so we have that. That's good. I like that. I have this paint chip thing. I could just stick this in here for right now for no other reason than it's the right color. And I also have this thing, multi-purpose utility with landscaping. Oh, women's gloves. Okay, this came from a pair of gloves that my friend gave me from the cabin. I could put that there, but this is kind of really hard. I'm not sure how I'll get that glued down. Okay, I've got a Tim Holtz thing here. Tiny attacher refills. No, we're not going to use that. What we're going to do is we are going to get out one of the bins that we're trying to use some stuff. Ooh, I've got this chocolate orange hot chocolate spoon. This is the little tag from that, but the problem is it needs to go this way because it opens this way, but then I've got this on here. I can't do that anyway. She needs to stay in there. That would have to staple the pocket shut, right? I can't do that, so I can't use that one. I mean, I could just stick it here. Well, let's see if I have something that I could put there. I'm cleaning my craft room as well as trying to finish up. Here's just some wrapping. I think this is wrapping paper. I'm just going to put that there. I'm cleaning up my craft room too, slowly but surely. That's going to be getting done. And I am going to be donating some stuff. I've decided really that I'm not keeping everything. Let's see, where's my palette knife? Oh, my palette knife is also, oh, here, I have another one. Excuse my reach here. I'm getting rid of some stuff. I'm going to be donating some stuff to Scrap RVA, which is the scrap reuse store down in Richmond. And so what I decided was, because I'm going to be getting rid of stuff and I'm really trying to tidy up my craft room, I don't want to go and buy a whole bunch of stuff and crap up my craft room again, because that's not the point. The point is to, you know, I want to use up a lot of stuff that I have, like everybody else, right? That's what we're going to be doing, is using up the stuff we have. However, I may, because I want to give this stuff to them, because it's going to be like a lot of scrapbook paper and stuff like that, which is nice. It's just not anything I will use anymore. So what I want to do, this is cute. This is just a little picture. Oh, that's cute too. There's a little girl on that side, but here's this little guy. It's embroidery. It's from old, what are they called? Not tapestry. Oh gosh, well, you know what they're called. Come on, Helen, you're an antiques dealer. You shouldn't be having this moment. Ooh, let's put it on that side. I'm going to put it on the side with the little girl. Sampler. That's what it is. We're going to put her right there. Anyway, so what I decided was I'll clean out my craft room, the stuff I want to get rid of. I have a big set of glitter that I will never use because I already have a lot of glitter, like 40 bottles of different colored glitter that's never been opened. It's all a set, you know, one set or whatever. I have chalk pastels. I don't use chalk pastels, even when I do like my whimsical paintings and stuff. If anything, I will just use watercolor crayons and acrylic paint. I don't use chalk because you have to seal it and all that mess, so I probably will get rid of my chalk pastels. So what I decided to do, because I can't get too much stuff because I'm trying to get rid of stuff and use up what I have, plus, you know, I don't have boatloads of money to spend, that I am going to just allow myself to look at the office supply section of this. Now remember, I'm just trying, it says throw them in the deep blue. Well, since we've got a lot of blue on this page, let's use it. I'm just going to allow myself maybe to look at the office supply section, because they do get some cool stuff there that I might buy, you know, some old ephemera, some pieces of old ephemera or stuff. But I'm not going to let myself go wild and buy paints and fabric and yarn and, you know, because everything is so tempting there. But if I do some cleaning out and get rid of some of this paper and stuff that's driving me nuts, then I can, you know, maybe treat myself. I know that's the wrong habit. That's the wrong attitude to have. I shouldn't say that I deserve it, because, you know, I'm supposed to be cleaning up my desk, right? All right, let's see what else we've got here. I've got this dove thing. I'm not sure how this will stick, though. This is tin foil. I don't know about that. Let's see what else we've got. Ooh, I've got this cutie little thing. This is one of my negative spaces from my painty paper circles. Let's just glue that down. Where should we glue it down? I don't want to hide that. Down there? Yeah, let's just put it down there. Well, I figure that if they have some ephemera, it will be worth it for me to get it, because, you know, that old ephemera and stuff is getting harder and harder to find, because more and more people are looking for it, and because that old ephemera, less and less people from that generation who had the really good old 1800s ephemera, that stuff's all gone now. People either have it or it's thrown away, or, you know, you can't go to estate sales like you used to be able to and just find that stuff. So I figure, you know, if I find something good, and I promise, I'll make a promise that if I get anything, I will be honest with you all and I will share what I got. Let's put that there just to get rid of it. See, remember these bins, if you watched one of my other videos lately, I have these bins, and these are just to be used up. All this stuff needs to be used up. This I'm going to use, not on this one, but Brim's popcorn. You get it at the Dollar Tree. Oh my gosh, this is my, like, it's not kryptonite, because I think that's what's bad for Superman, right? It's whatever's good for Superman. I love the Brim's movie theater butter popcorn. And it has Isaiah 26:3. You will keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you because he trusts in you, on every single bag. And I was like, oh my gosh, I mean, I've been eating that stuff for years and I had never noticed that. But I know it's been there. I think I forgot that it was there, that's all. Okay. So let me know, are you all going to be working on finishing some of your journals? And when I say finishing, I mean filling them or completing them, like finish making them. If you've started journals and you haven't finished, I think right within my arm's reach here, I can show you. Where is it? Well, anyway, I've got another art journal I've started that I haven't finished, so I can't work in it because it's not. I have to sew the pages in, and then I've got tons of journals like this which are started and are not filled. So, are you making to finish journals, and or are you, you know, making yourself finish some journals? Now these are just some, these are actually just ephemera pieces. These aren't really junk, but I keep them here because I like the color of them. And they're like little tickets and things, rolls of tickets. This is from 49th and Market. I got them at that crop. But they add a nice little element, and the color will go nicely with this, I think. So let's go ahead and put them there, because they're on my desk. Where's my, oh, there it is. I know Birdie, the recycled hippie chick, she's going to be finishing up some journals, and she's using the stuff she has. I believe, oh, Carol from Recrafted by Carol, she's the one who really started the, I'm not sure if she has a hashtag for it, but she's all about finishing journals. She made a list of all the journals she wants to finish this year. And she's working 30 minutes. I don't know if it's every day or just 30 minutes at a time to finish her journal, making her journals and filling her journals. So, yeah, this is the year to get some of this stuff done. Here's another question I have for you all. So many people that I watch have shelves where they have all their completed journals on. I don't. And I really want to get something to display my finished journals, because all my finished journals right now are in suitcases, you know, vintage suitcases. I've got stacks of them in here in my craft room, and then I've got a stack in the bedroom, and that's where all my finished journals are. They're not out. So, do you all have that stuff displayed, your journals? Because I would like to, but that's going to mean I'm going to have to put up some really heavy-duty shelves to hold them. Here's this. If I could just put something on the top of that, that would be fun. I wonder, could I put that on there? No, because that covers too much of my blue jay. I really don't want to do that. If I can't find anything, I can't find anything. It's fine. Here's a tea thing. No. Birdie, by the way, I loved when you decorated all your tea envelopes, because I also, like you, I am a tea drinker, and I have tons of these things. I have a lot of these, and then, of course, I've got tons of seed packets. I should start decorating those, too, so that I can just put them in journals. Ooh, here's this cute little piece of fabric. I'm going to just glue that on there. I'll show you real quick. Hold on. Okay, here's my shame. You're going to see Helen's full shame right here. My fabric basket. Look, this is one of these baskets from the Dollar Tree. Look at this. How the heck are you supposed to... These are just fabric scraps. These are not like my big pieces. My big pieces are in another room in a drawer. More organized than this. But see, this was a part of a sleeve off of a shirt. Isn't this the coolest fabric? It's like silky. I thought that is so cool. So this is a little piece of that, because how could I throw that away, right? How could I throw this little piece away? But it's going to end up going right there anyway, so I'm glad I didn't throw it away. So you see, it pays to keep everything, right? Until you can use it. But then you got to use it. Just don't be hoarding it like I do. Okay, so here's the other thing I have to say before I forget. Christina, if you're watching this video, I want to thank you for, she had a video where she was working in her glue books, I think, one of her glue books or something. And she was talking about using stuff you have and blah, blah, blah. The light clicked, or something went off in my brain that told me that I don't... Here, you can't, I'm not even in frame, am I? Oh my gosh. I don't have to hoard my magazine pictures. I can use my magazine pictures. Like, not this guy that I cut out. Those baskets that I have all those cut out magazine pictures. Something about watching Christina's video clicked in my mind that, hey, I can actually use those magazine pictures instead of just hoarding them all. So I'm so happy about that. Okay. I guess I'm going to call it quits for right now. I don't want to go blathering on and bore you to death. But I do want to inspire you to, A, use stuff that you have. Clean up your craft room if you need to. And, you know, so get rid of some stuff you don't want anymore. Because I think having a lot of stuff around that we don't use, I think that depresses us and kind of hinders our creativity when you're stifled because you've got too much stuff. Let some of it go. Pass it on. You know, let somebody else treasure it and donate it if it's donatable, you know. And then also let's use up these journals. Finish making them if you haven't done finishing them. I have one right here. I was actually going to do a video today, but I decided against it. This is a beautiful journal I'm working on. That is a sewing themed journal. The whole thing is sewing themed. And it's a great little journal, but I haven't finished it. I've sewn the pages into the binding. It's going to be a hidden spine binding, and it's a beautiful journal, but I haven't finished it. So I need to finish this one, because when this one's finished, this will probably go on Etsy. And I've got the big envelope that I keep it in that has all my sewing themed ephemera. Sorry about that. I know I just bumped you guys. All kinds of sewing themed ephemera and what to put in it. Lots of embellishments. I've got to get that one done. I started that one, I don't know when, last year, and it's just been sitting there. All right, so I'm going to call it quits on this. This is going to be my page. I'm sorry, this book is just so monstrous. It's hard to see. And then remember, this flips over, and we've got the beautiful pine cones and the edging from the Lindt chocolate. And like I said, I always go back to add more to my pages later on. You know, if I find something, I'm like, oh, that can go there, whatever. But this is the basic layout for these 2 pages. And I hope you like that. Guys, I hope you like this video. I know I talked a whole lot. I hope you don't mind. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. Oh, and I wanted to show you one thing. I added another bauble to the side of this journal here. This ball, or this little thing, is just made out of snippets of the coolest wool that I have. Here's another one I made right here. It's just snippets of that, pieces of that wool, and I'll show you the wool. I think I've showed it to you before, but probably not for a long time. And you have to excuse the state of it. I can't wrap it back up. Look, this is one wool, and look at all the colors and all the thicknesses and everything. Isn't that the most awesome thing you've seen? But when I use this, like for tags or something for the tie, and then I clip it because it's too long, I can't throw anything away. So I had filled this with the tiny little scraps, and then what I did was just took the scraps and kind of wadded them up like that, and then wound them with thread to make these little ball things. And then I put one here, because that truly is trash, because that was just the snippets. Anyway, just a side note there. Guys, until the next video, I hope you all are truly blessed. Bye-bye.